have a couple more, but I want to get this little group out here because this is a very special song. Again, in my life and my world, 1973, I was asked to write a show for the Hollywood Bowl Open House. And I had some brilliantly talented people, a girl named Sheila Gould, named Sheila Dabney, a fellow named Michael Boudreau, Suzanne Loubet, and a gal named Susan Katz-Mallerstein, who went on to be Oliver Stone's head of the continuity in about 15 million pictures, and that's a scary thing. But it's a happy song about exactly how to move on and how to go. So I would once again like to ask Miss Lisa, and I would like to ask Miss Amy, because we are going to tell you a way to do this. You'll need to listen very carefully. Because this is, somebody has me a microphone. I don't care. Anyway, this is a happy little song. And so, oh, did you all get your autographed pictures?
Yes.
That's your ticket, but you know, it might come in handy. It might be worth something. Anyway, this is a little song for the music box. It has in it what we call a quadlibet.
A what?
Thank you! Lowering the voice. Jay educates us. Jay Wanger educates us about a quadlibet. Now, this is a very simple quadlibet. I don't think you can have a difficult, complex quadlibet. They call those cannons. So, it goes like this.
You put your shoes on your feet and tie up the laces and you cruise down the street saying hi to the faces. 1 foot, then everybody knows the other one goes.
Well, that's pretty simple.
Just traveling as you please, seeing all the light of the day, unraveling mysteries, being in the light of the day. 1 foot down, just on your toes, cause the other one goes.
And yes, these ladies have performed this any number of times before. Lisa used to sing this with me in the Rock Salt Company. I know. But it's true. It's easy as talking to adventure any place you get your feet. A walk and then you let your imagination roll. And anything you do, any place you go, all your dreams come true. Because you know it's so simple, all you gotta do is. It's so simple, all you gotta do. You put your shoes on your feet and you tie up the sights on the way. Unraveling mysteries, in the light of the day. 1 foot down, everybody knows. All your toes go, the other one goes. Now, get ready. It goes like this. You put your shoes on your feet and you tie up the laces.
You put your shoes on your feet and you tie up the laces.
It's easy, it's perfectly rhymed. And then you cruise down the street, waving hi to the faces. And then you
Cruise down the street, waving hi to the faces.
go back to the beginning. Goes. This is how the brain learns things. If you can't do this, you will stay stupid. You put
Your shoes on your feet and you tie up the laces. Then you cruise down the street, waving hi to the faces.
1 foot, then everybody knows. Try that. 1 foot,
Then everybody knows.
the other one goes. Here's the choreography, which goes back to 1971. You put your shoes on your feet and you tie up the laces and you cruise down the street, waving hi to the faces. 1 foot, then everybody knows. The other one goes. 50,000 children have done that choreography via the Music Center. My friend Sandy Supert is here. We used to belong there, didn't we? This was a great time, though, when the Music Center was down at the, not just at Waltz Hall and Doll's Palace. I've played both, you know. But imagine yourself as a young actor on a stage down at the Hollywood Bowl Open House doing great shows and stuff. Anna had done when we did when I was there. We said Super Bear that. So now you have to sing Shoes on Your Feet, these young ladies. You put your shoes on your feet and you tie up the laces and you cruise down the street waving hi to the faces. 1 foot,
And everybody knows.
the other one goes. And the other one goes. And the other one goes. voice solo like all my kids. Pretty amazing. And he played last week. Last week he had a real gig. Last week Adam was playing in the casino, but I've been playing music in the casino at Harrah's in Tahoe. And they apparently like these guys. And I think they're asking them back and all good stuff. But
They promised a lot of things there, though.
yeah, it goes in Tahoe, comes out in Vegas. Anyway. Oh, I'm supposed to keep. We're gonna get it together.
No, it's the cockroach bit.
I have a few other stories, but I'm not at liberty to tell them. Isn't that great, guys? You go older, unless you're really forgetful, your kids are walking around going, they still know that. They still know that. Yeah. Now, I'm just not too loud. I pulled this one. No. That's pretty. This is for those of you who may have gone through life having a lot of errors. Found that you could, maybe try and rethink. Drink your father under the table. Anyway, this is sort of a life story in some ways, in other ways, no, it's just for fun. You ready? Now, if you play too loud, I will spit. What is my nickname?
I'm not going to say anything.
What is my nickname? Who am I?
Huh?
Who am I?
Where?
What?
What?
That's can't be.
I don't know. I get a lot.
It's the general.
Get a bunch. Oh, yeah.
He told me I didn't make this up.
That's true.
They say a man can change his ways if he wants to, and you don't go crying in your drinks if you don't. Just pay off that piper that comes round to haunt you. You might go broke if you don't. Last night, no nothing but sex and booze, and that's the wrong way from here to love. Alone, a lot. Apparently, I just got on the wrong way from here to love. I need me a right turn, get old business left behind. Who knows what I might find, or maybe what I'll find. Gotta get my way clear. Gotta get my way clear. Gotta get my way clear from here to love. Well, I'm waking up now that life came and kicked me with a boot of a hangover size. And if waking up for myself is the victory, God, I would love to do a shot for the prize. You gonna ready to take some music for us? Go ahead.
I gotta get my way clear from here to love. All out, all in, I'm all over the way. It's been this long, long way from here to love. I'm sure I'm fine. I'm overextended my credit line. I'm the wrong way from here to love. Here we go. I need me a right turn, get some old business left behind. Who knows if I might learn, or maybe what I'll find. I gotta get my way clear. I gotta get my way clear. Gotta get my way clear from here to love. Whatever that is, gotta get my way clear from here to love. We've been working so hard on this. I got to see my 4 kids today. They are leaving mostly tomorrow. We put this together. I worked a couple of times with these different wonderful singers. So I hope you will bear with some of our fuddling through. The whole point tonight was to say, I am so excited that I get to write songs. I'm so excited that I get to some people build mountains, some people build bridges, some people burn bridges. But for me, it always goes back to a truth, which is simply that music brings people together. And this little song, it took me 15 years to write it. And I still don't know if it's finished because many years ago, yeah, it's almost finale time, so you can breathe. There was a place here in Hollywood known as Magoo's. Magoo's was on Hollywood Boulevard. It was at the corner of Hollywood and Cherokee. And it was the worst Italian food outside of France. But that wasn't what it was for. As a kid, you could go in and have this horrible food, but there was music, live music. And some people say, oh, the first time I saw this film changed my life. Oh, the first time I met my love came up. For me, it was always about Magoo's. And not only for those of us who do this for a living or otherwise, but for those of you who come out to make it all possible. I love this old-time, good-time musical saloon. It's right next to the new iPod store. You must love it. Velvet drapery reeking of maroon, blowing out through its wide-open door. Go on in. I tell you, do. Go in. To the right is a gilded stage like a fair with a white lacquered Baldwin baby grand posing there. And then, like an image of all that once was, a